I just told my pregnant wife that I'm not naming our son after my dead brother, and she's been locked in our bedroom for 3 hours crying. My parents drove over and my dad actually called me selfish to my face. I need to know if I'm losing my mind here. My older brother Marcus died when I was 19. He was 23, killed by a drunk driver on his way home from work. It destroyed our family. My mom didn't get out of bed for months. My dad aged about 10 years overnight. I went from being the screw-up younger brother to the only son, and that weight has been crushing me for the past 12 years. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Marcus was the golden child. Star athlete, full scholarship, engaged to his high school sweetheart, the whole package. I loved him, but I also spent my entire childhood being compared to him. Every report card, every basketball game, every college rejection letter came with this underlying message that I wasn't measuring up. After he died, it got worse in a different way. Now I wasn't just failing to be as good as Marcus. I was failing to honor his memory properly. I met my wife Amy 4 years ago. She never knew Marcus, which was honestly refreshing. With her, I got to be just me. We got married 2 years ago, and when she got pregnant this year, I was terrified but excited. We found out it's a boy about 3 months ago. Last week, we were throwing around name ideas. I suggested a few, she suggested a few. Nothing was sticking. Then she got quiet and said, "What about Marcus? I know how much he meant to you and your family." She had this hopeful look on her face, like she'd solved everything. I felt sick immediately. I tried to play it cool and said I'd think about it, but she could tell something was wrong. She pushed, and I finally told her I really didn't want to name our son Marcus. She looked confused and hurt. "Why not? It's a beautiful name. It would mean so much to your parents." I tried to explain without sounding like a complete asshole. I told her that I've spent my whole life in Marcus's shadow, and I don't want that for our kid. I want our son to be his own person with his own name and his own identity, not a living memorial to someone who died before he was born. Amy got upset and said I was being selfish, that this wasn't just my decision, that honoring family was important. She called her mom, who apparently agreed with her. Then she called my mom to ask what she thought about the name Marcus for the baby. That's when everything exploded. My mom started crying on the phone saying it would be the greatest gift, that Marcus would live on, that it's what our family needs to heal. My dad called me an hour later asking why I was being so difficult about this, saying that some things are bigger than my own hangups. Amy told me her whole family thinks I'm being unreasonable, and that most men would be honored to carry on a family name like this. I feel like I'm going crazy. In my head, I'm trying to protect my son from growing up as a replacement for someone else. I don't want him at every family gathering hearing stories about the original Marcus and how special he was. I don't want my parents looking at him and seeing their dead son. I want him to just be our kid. But Amy keeps saying that's not what would happen, that I'm projecting my own issues onto a baby who doesn't exist yet. She says naming him Marcus would be a gift, not a burden. She's barely speaking to me now, except to say that she can't believe I won't do this one thing for my family after everything they've been through. My best friend thinks I should just agree to it to keep the peace. My sister, who I haven't mentioned because we're not that close anymore after Marcus died, sent me a text saying, "I need to get over myself. I'm sitting here at midnight wondering if everyone else is right, and I'm just being a selfish prick who can't let go of some childhood resentment. Am I the asshole?"